Hello and welcome back to the Hornby magazine test track. Today we're going to be looking at Rapido Trains UK's delightful new Hunslet 16-inch 060 saddle tank. So Mike, tell us more about the Hunslet 16-inch 060 saddle tanks.
Right, so these are basically an earlier version, if you like, of the classic Hunslet austerity that everyone will recognise from the 1940s. So the first ones of these were introduced in 1923, and 44 were built over the next 35 years up to 1958. It was a standard contractor's engine, so it's designed to be rugged, easy to maintain, able to work over sort of roughly blade track you'd find in industrial situations, and they created them with different cylinder sizes, which is what the 16-inch refers to. So you could have a 15-inch, 16-inch or an 18-inch version as well. The 16-inch I think was the most common of those, and there's quite a few still survive today in preservation. I think there's about 9 of them still left in preservation today.
Well, I guess they carried a myriad of colour schemes.
Yes, absolutely. Well, like any industrial locomotive, they were picked up by any industry that could use them, basically. They're very prolific in the colliery industry. National Coal Board obviously use these, but they're also used by other industries, including the ironstone companies as well.
So tell us a bit more about the model we've got here for review.
Right, so this is one of 7 different versions that have been released by Rapido Trains UK on its new Hunslet 16-inch tooling. A model is one that's actually preserved today at the Chasewater Railway in National Coal Board livery. It's finished as Hollybank number 3, which was built in 1953 as works number 3783, and it's really quite smart in that National Coal Board blue livery, the classic National Coal Board blue livery. They've
really gone to town on the colour scheme, haven't they? And inside the cab.
Yes, absolutely. So you've got lovely detail on the outside of the model and on the inside, like you say. So the cab is fully detailed inside, both with moulded parts as well as all the printing and colouring that's required in the side of there as well. It's also got things like sprung buffers on all 4 corners. It's got NEM coupling pockets at both ends. It's got the die-cast metal wheels as well. Separately fitted coupling rods, separately fitted reversing lever, separate chimney. The list goes on of all the separate parts that are on this thing, considering it's such a small loco as well.
It's a delightful little model. How does it perform?
So it's run very well. It's like all small short wheelbase locomotives, it does rely on cleaner track and cleaner wheels than perhaps a bigger, larger like diesel loco with twin bogies, for example. But actually it's run really well around our layout. It's been running on both analogue and DCC control as well. Plenty of haulage capacity as well. We've had it running on a 20 wagon train pottering around here, which is plenty for the shunting purpose of one of these industrial locos.
For digital users, what type of socket does it have inside?
Okay, so it's got a Next 18 decoder socket inside, and there's also a factory fitted 15mm by 11mm cube speaker in there, which makes it a really simple process to upgrade this to digital sound as well. And now the speaker's actually fitted inside the bunker, and then the Next 18 decoder socket's in the top of the saddle tank.
So you just simply put your sound decoder of choice in and off you go.
Yeah, it's pre-wired all the way through, ready for you to use. So, the only thing I'd say as a point of note with this particular version, there's a couple of other versions that got it as well. There's an extra piece of pipework running from the safety valves down the side of the saddle tank, and I did break it.
Oops.
Because I'd misjudged how it was fixed at the bottom.
Right.
Entirely my fault, not manufacturer's fault at this point, entirely my fault, but I misjudged how it was fitted. I suppose just a word of caution for anyone who's going to put their own decoder into this, just to be careful of that piece of pipework. It's better to just pop it out completely. It's not actually glued in, so you can pop it out at the top, pop it out at the bottom, weed it through the handrail, take that piece of pipe off, then it's just a simple clip fit to take the saddle tank off. Really easy access to the decoder then at that point.
So if in doubt, check the instructions before you dismantle the model.
Yes. Otherwise you'll spend a few minutes like I did, really carefully fixing a really fine sort of 1/2 mil wide piece of plastic pipe back together.
And in terms of its haulage capabilities?
Yeah, so again, like I say, we've had it running on a 20 wagon train, more than enough for a little 060 saddle tank like this. So any industrial layout, even one twice the size of this, you can have plenty of haulage capacity in this loco as well.
So how much and what's the availability?
Right, so you can go and buy one of these right now from Rapido Trains UK stockists, and prices start from £129.96 for the DCC ready versions, and rise to £229.95 for the DCC sound fitted versions.
Where can we read more about the loco?
We've got our full review in the latest issue of Hornby magazine. That's issue 190, our April 2023 issue, which is on sale from March the 2nd, or you can pop over to keymodworld.com and read it there.
Well, thank you for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and bye for now.